I put a few thoracic vertebrae here just for frame of reference so you can kind of get an idea for how this would be set up in our bodies. This is obviously posterior view, so we have left scapula here, right scapula here. One of the easiest things that I think someone can do when they're learning about this is recognize what's posterior and what's anterior. So one of the biggest things that you see in terms of a difference is on the posterior side, you'll see the spine. If you see the spine, you are looking at the posterior scapula. Now, when we see the spine, the second thing you have to look at is this right here. We call this the glenoid cavity. The glenoid cavity, if I grab a humerus, this is the wrong humerus, but nonetheless, I put the head of the humerus right here into the glenoid cavity. That's your shoulder socket right there. So your arm is going to extend out from here. So if you understand that this is posterior because you see the spine, here's the glenoid cavity, you know that your arm is going to grow out from here. At this point, you know that you are looking not just at the posterior scapula, but you're looking at a right scapula. That's what I'm holding in my hand right now. The moment you understand that this is a right scapula, all the terms start to fall into place. Watch this. Medial border, lateral border, superior border, superior angle, inferior angle. Remember, this is the spine, supraspinous fossa. That makes this infraspinous fossa. Again, as we follow the spine all the way out, we come to this little projection that comes out here. This is called the acromion. So all the terms sort of fit into place as soon as you know you're looking at one particular side. On the anterior view, we do not see the spine. There's nothing here except the subscapular fossa. The reason we call this region on the anterior view the subscapular fossa is because if I take a rib and I place a rib here, 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 you can imagine that this is going to be the underside of the scapula because it's pushed up against your rib cage. If we take the thoracic vertebrae, these are going to be facing this way, this way, this way, this way, and so on. So this, again, region we call the subscapular fossa. Once you recognize subscapular fossa and you see where the glenoid cavity is, remember glenoid cavity is where our humerus is going to extend out from. At this point, all the terms will fall into place again. Medial border, lateral border, superior border, superior angle, inferior angle. We have something called the scapular notch. We have the coracoid process. And again, you can see a little bit of the acromion that was coming off of the end of the spine. This is the anterior view. This is the posterior view. And again, we are looking at a right scapula.